Hey friend, it's Will McLean Jr. Today is February the 11th, 2026. It's Wednesday. So it's time for another episode of Will on Wednesday. Today I won't be on here long, and I always say that and end up being on here like 16, 20 minutes. But, 15, 20 minutes. That was weird, 16, 20. Anyway, um, we had, I want to talk about something that somebody told me and that I heard from, I believe, heard from God back in December. And one of the things that I heard during my devotion time was to open up, to grow, to open my mind to new concepts and new ideas and new technology and strategies, because God has things that He wants me to do in my life, and just like that He wants me to do, I believe He has things that He wants you guys to do as well. So, but we're talking about me right now. So that's one of the things that I heard Him say clearly. And He gave me some other instructions over the past couple of years, and I've slowly been working towards them. But I've heard the word accelerate back in, I think it was November, if I'm not mistaken, right around Thanksgiving, actually, but right before Thanksgiving. And so I've been steadily taking in information, taking in knowledge, trying to learn more, trying to grow more. So fast forward to January of this year, at my church, we have at the beginning of every year 21 days of prayer and fasting. And so one day during prayer, we have it at 6 a.m., 6 to 7 a.m. every morning. And so one day during prayer, near the end of that 21 days, someone came up to me and said, you know, I don't always do this a lot. You know, the Lord told me to expand your capacity. He told me three words: expand your capacity. So I just took it as a confirmation of what God was telling me before. But ever since He told me that, and this was like near the end of the 21 days of prayer. So ever since He told me that, I have been meditating on what He said: expand your capacity, expand your capacity. So one morning I woke up and you know, did my research, i.e., I went to Google and just looked up the definition of the words expand and capacity. The definition for the word expand means to become or make larger or more extensive. And capacity was, the first definition was the maximum amount that something can contain. And the second definition is the maximum amount that something can produce. So after he told me that, that's been really ringing in my head for the past 2 weeks now. And the Lord opened up some doors where found a couple of videos online that pertain to some of the things that I was interested in, some of the things I wanted to grow in. And so it came back to me: expand, become or make larger or more extensive. I found a way to expand what my knowledge is on certain subjects. So, day by day, I'm doing a little bit more and more to get to where I'm trying to be or get to where I'm going. Capacity, the amount that something can contain. I'm expanding my abilities, and at the same time, I'm expanding my capacity to take in information. One way I did that, and one thing I can suggest to you guys, if you're trying to do the same thing, if you're trying to grow in any area, is cut out the distractions. One of my distractions that I had to cut out was my notifications, social media notifications on my phone, because you know as well as I do, if your notifications are on for IG or Facebook or TikTok or whatever you like, it's constantly ringing and you're constantly looking at your phone. And even if you're studying something, when that phone rings, it's just like that Pavlov's dog experiment. We're conditioned to pick it up and see what's going on with it. So I saw a video on YouTube by Dan Martell, and he said to cut off your notifications. that will save you some time, during your day, because you'd be surprised how much time it takes to just keep picking up the phone every time you get a notification. So I cut off the social media notifications. The only notifications I have on now are my text messages, and even some of those are, some people are on do not disturb, and my messenger, that's cut off from Facebook. So I only get things that are really important, that really deserve my attention. So I have more time to devote to growing in the thing that I'm moving towards. So I said all that just to say, there may be some things that you want to do, some things you want to learn. Two of the things I committed to learning this year are Spanish and learn how to play the piano. I started Spanish. I'm trying to find a good piano teacher. And then my wife reminded me of one more goal that I have, is to learn how to fly airplanes. So if any of y'all that are watching this can help steer me in the right direction, which way to go for that, I would really appreciate it, because I don't even know where to start. I may have to resort to asking ChatGPT. I don't know. But, I have time freed up so that I can achieve the goals that I've set for myself this year. Turning off notifications. One thing that I always talk about, Myron Golden, who's my mentor from afar, he talks about, if you're broke, which I'm not broke. I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends on who you ask. But you don't have any business sitting around watching TV all day. So one of the things my wife and I did for January is we didn't watch any television other than ministry stuff on YouTube or educational stuff on YouTube. We didn't watch any entertainment television all of January. So first couple of days it was tough, because I was like, I want to watch this show, I want to watch that show. But then it got to the point where it didn't matter. And so now that we're in February, I turn on the TV to watch a show and I'm like, I'm wasting time. I could be using this time to do something else, to get closer to my goal. So now it's ingrained in me not to just sit around and watch TV all day, watch Netflix or, whatever the case may be. And so it's helping me get to my goal faster. So I said all that to say this. Life is full of possibilities. Life is full of things that you can be doing other than just sitting around, watching TV or wasting time on Instagram or social media or whatever the case may be all day. I mean, if you're using that for a specific goal, that's fine. But I want to encourage you this year, and from here on out, to take time to actually live life and not just let life, I guess for lack of a better term, life on you. Because every day that you sit around, that you're staring at your phone, that you're sitting in front of the TV doing nothing, that you're, binging whatever the newest series is, it's time that you could be out enjoying life and spending time with loved ones. It's no real specific goal for this video. It's just a video to share something that I'm doing in my life, a goal that I have to expand my capacity, as I was told by the friend at church. Hopefully, in some way, it'll spur you to looking at life and looking at your activities, your day-to-day activities, a little bit differently, and, get something more out of life than just existing. Because God put us here to do more than just exist. He put us here for more than just to work, pay bills, and die. I want to encourage you to live life. I want to encourage you to get out there, find something that you can be productive at, something that you can make memories with other people doing, and get out there and live life, man. I mean, you only got one here. We got eternity, so that's a whole different subject that we can talk about later. But one of the things I want to tell you guys about, if you got this far, If you did get this far, drop a heart in the, or no, drop a thumbs up, because y'all know how I love to do my thumbs up. Drop a thumbs up in the chat just to let me know that you're rocking with me. But one of the things that I'm about to start doing is the indie musicians or indie artists channel, or this is going to be that channel. And I really want to start putting a spotlight on other artists that I've met throughout my career, artists that I meet when I'm out traveling, and just people that I meet in general that are actually pursuing music and art or a creative lifestyle, and just let people know what they're doing. Put a spotlight on them. Put a spotlight on somebody other than myself, or the people that the big corporations are putting money behind. I think you're going to like it. It's something I'm really passionate about, encouraging people to do what their dreams are. So I hope you guys watch it. But like I said, if you made it this far, put a thumbs up. This is Will McGlynn Jr. This is Will on Wednesday, and I'll see you next week.